Okay, class recording has started now. Can you people see this message in chat that I have just shared? Please plan to prepare a presentation on sales. Make sure the information is very detailed. Thanks. ठीक हो गया? Now, I want you people to think that this is a particular message that has been sent to you by your teacher or by your employer or boss. Okay? You have 2 minutes to think that how clear this particular message is. If it is clear, then you have to give me justification that why you think it is clear. If it is not clear, again, you have to give me justification that why there is lack of clarity. Chale, you have 1 minute to think. And kindly don't discuss, just think.
मैम कौन सा मैसेज?
Usman, can you read this statement that I have just sent in this meeting chat? अगर इसको देखें आप तो मीटिंग चैट ओपन करें ना. जो जो पीछे म्यूजिक लगा के क्लास ले रहे हैं उनसे ये इल्तमास की जाती है कि वो अपने माइक्स म्यूट रखें. हम इस वक्त म्यूजिक से महजूज होना नहीं चाहेंगे. Okay, class, have you read this statement? I think what, 2 minutes ago.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now how many of you simply raise your hands, ठीक है? How many of you think that this statement is clear enough? Or on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least clear and 10 being definitely crystal clear, though there is no document that is 10 out of 10 clear. So what do you think? How many of you think that this document is clear? Acha, Akdas has raised her hand and Junaid, ठीक है? No one else in the class thinks that this document has clarity, or no one else in this class has actually bothered to read it. Okay, we have 6 hands, 7. Basuna, you have to raise hand if you think that the document is clear, not because I am asking you to raise hands. चलें जी, ठीक है. आधी अवाम वो जैसे ही हाथ खड़ा कर देगी ये सोचे कि मैडम कह रही है हाथ खड़ा कर दो, हाथ खड़ा. ओके, ठीक है, थैंक यू. नाउ kindly lower your hands and now kindly those people raise hands who think that this document doesn't have clarity or it lacks clarity. पहले जरा इस अवाम को hand lower करने दें and then those people will raise hands who think that the document lacks clarity. अच्छा, we have Junaid, we have Hassan, we have Ahmed. ठीक है, सही है. Now, Junaid, Tell me one reason why, Junaid Ramzan, why you think that the document lacks clarity. Give me one reason.
मैम यहाँ पे सेल्स की बात की गई है, मगर यहाँ बताया नहीं है कि सेल्स किस टाइम के बारे में बात हो रही है। मतलब 1 मंथ की बात हो रही है, पूरे साल की बात हो रही है। और
ठीक है,
इसमें ये भी नहीं बताया गया कि सेल्स किस पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट की बात हो रही है। मतलब
हो रही
एक
है।
कंपनी है, वो बहुत से प्रोडक्ट्स बना रही है, उसमें से किस सेल्स की बात हो रही है। तो
ठीक है,
इसमें ये दो
सही हो
चीज।
गया। ठीक है, ओके। यस मोहम्मद मुस्तफा, व्हाट डू यू थिंक? Yes, Muhammad Mustafa, roll number 5. Why you think that the document lacks clarity?
Told that we have to make a presentation for our employees to teach them the art of sale, or we are not also clear that we have to make a presentation for our profit and loss outcomes and which product is suitable.
अच्छा, ठीक है, ओके, सही हो गया। ओके, नाउ इफ ठीक है बेटा, यू कैन लोअर योर हैंड। थैंक यू फॉर द पार्टिसिपेशन। Okay, now if you ask me what I think that this particular document, uh, on the basis of clarity, just a second, yaar. Sorry class, sorry for the interruption. Okay, so if you ask me this particular statement, on the basis of clarity, if we see it, what I feel is that this particular document, it stands somewhere on a 3 or 4 on a scale of clarity, where 1 is least clear and 10 is crystal clear. Now, why I think so? Well, the reason is that after reading this particular document, we have so many questions in mind. You see, it says please plan to prepare a presentation on sales. Okay. Now, as Junaid mentioned it clearly, what about sales? What kind of presentation? How the presentation will be made? ठीक हो गया? What is it about sales that we want to focus upon? Which item about of sale it is that we're supposed to focus on? Then which particular area it is? What about sales? If sales is declining, if sales is increasing, if we just want to have an overview of the regular sales pattern, ठीक हो गया, then when is the where are we supposed to present this particular information? ठीक हो गया. If it is going to be a meeting, then when and where that particular meeting is going to be. You see, we are told that we are supposed to make a presentation on sales, but what we are not being told is that for whom we are going to prepare this presentation for. And you see, knowing your audience is very important. Definitely, if we are going to give or provide a presentation to some senior hierarchy, definitely then it will be designed in some different patterns, some different information will be focused. If it is, if the presentation is being given to some junior staff or some sales staff, definitely then the content will be different. So we don't know who the audience are. Then it says make sure the information is very detailed. Now, how much detailed is detailed? For someone, a presentation of 15 to 20 minutes might be a very detailed presentation, but on other hand, for someone, a presentation of maybe 3 to 4 hours might not be sufficiently detailed. ठीक है? So again, this particular idea, it is relative. ठीक है? Just like for example, if I ask you, or if I, let's suppose if I say that Shahryar is a very intelligent boy. Now this very intelligent is relative. ठीक हो गया? Definitely, if I am saying that Shahryar is very intelligent, he is standing in comparison with some other people. ठीक है ना? Because you see, on his own, no one can be intelligent, or no one can be stupid, or no one can be smart, or nothing can be detailed. Life is all about relativity. So that is another point. So this when we have all these questions in our mind, this means that the document lacks clarity. Basically, what is the concept of clarity? In our last class, I said that we will discuss it in this next class. Always remember that after reading after reading some particular information, be it a text or a narrative, or after listening to some narrative, if you have many questions in mind, if you are not clear about the idea, if you have questions in mind, this means that the narrative, the text lacked clarity. Clarity नहीं है उसके अंदर. ठीक हो गया? If you feel this desire to ask more and more questions in order to become clear, this means that the document lacked clarity. Okay? However, if after reading through a particular text or a document, you feel that you have sufficient information now and you can act upon your own, this means that the document had clarity. Clarity की simple सी जो है वो एक ये definition है कि if your text or your narrative is basically enabling people to act on their own, ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब ये है कि क्लैरिटी थी उस डॉक्यूमेंट के अंदर या क्लैरिटी है, ठीक है. लेकिन इफ योर ऑडियंस आर feeling at loss, or they are not your document or your text is not enabling them to act on their own after having gone through the information that you have provided them either verbally or in written form, this means that the document lacked clarity. Are we clear here? Please raise your hands if the idea of clarity is clear, that what clarity is, or what is it, what are the situations when we say that the document is lacking clarity, or ठीक है, चलें, sufficiently raised hands. Okay, if anyone has any confusion, ठीक है, बेटा, you can lower your hands. If anyone has any confusion, they can ask. Yes, attorney. Yes, Muhammad Ali Bahu, if you have any confusion, any question, or you are simply raising your hand to tell that you have understood the idea. Yes, Samir. Any question?
I'm sorry, गलती से हो.
ठीक है, बस सही है. Okay, now you can lower your hand. Okay. Now the next point is that how can we basically achieve clarity? Well, achieving clarity, just a second. Let me share my screen with you people. कैमरा किसका ऑन हुआ है? Can you people see my screen now, class?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Try
No, ma'am.
think
No,
again.
ma'am.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Screen is being shared.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sure.
Yes, ma'am. हो गई है शेयर.
Right.
Good हो गया. Mustafa, why you are unmuting your mic again and again? Mustafa, rule number 5. Is there something that you want to say? Usman, why are you clapping? Usman, clap again. Good. Mustafa, अब mic जो है ना बेटा, if you want to say something, then unmute your mic, ठीक है? और बाकी है कि बार बार इसको unmute ना करें, disturbance होती है क्लास के अंदर. Okay. So Then how can we achieve clarity in our writing? Well, in order to achieve clarity into our writing, a very simple and basic point is that we use reporters' questions. Well, what are reporters' questions? Well, reporters' questions are basically these simple questions that definitely begin with W family. For example, if you see here, यहाँ पे अगर आप देखें, let me try to draw it for you. If you see these obvious responses here, ये वाले, when is the meeting, this one, where is the meeting, ठीक हो गया, who is the meeting for, how much information is very detailed, how will the presentation be made, why is this meeting being held, basically all these W family questions. Whenever you are writing, if you keep this, first of all, if you keep the question who in your mind, that who the audience are going to be for whom we are writing, ठीक है, then definitely when you are writing or when you are communicating verbally, then what is it that you plan to do or that you want to do, then by what definitely if you are expecting some kind of response, then by when that response you should receive or you are expecting to receive, ठीक है, then where the particular job or action or task will be done for which you are writing or about which you are writing, where it took place. If you are writing about something that has already taken place, ठीक है, then why this something is being done in the very first place. Definitely this the answer. Acha class, answers to these questions definitely they will change from situation to situation, but these reporters questions, this particular checklist, these questions we keep in mind, ठीक है. Kindly do not, and I repeat, do not write these questions in your narrative, or do not start including speaking these questions within your verbal communication. But we usually, when we design our narrative, when we want to provide some information to other people through any medium, we usually keep these questions in mind, in our minds, and then uh, draft or develop our communication so the other party feels actually enlightened or acknowledged. ठीक हो गया. So this is what clarity is about. Then next point is conciseness. In any if or whenever you want to write or when you are communicating verbally, you have to understand that the more concise you are, the better it is, the better your communication is going to be. Because you see, whenever we are communicating as a to be a successful communicator, you have to understand that the other person should be able to understand whatsoever it is that you are trying to say or that you are trying to tell them. ये नहीं है कि it is not something that you leave it up to them कि जी अच्छा जी ये पहेली है इसको बूझो खुद से, ठीक हो गया. Usually what people think is that we have said something and it is the job of listener or the reader to understand it. Well, this is not entirely true, because our job as speaker or as writer is to focus our audience and try to induce or inculcate clarity, conciseness and accuracy into our writings. ठीक हो गया. Well, first of all, if you want to achieve conciseness, a better idea is that we use usually short words that are more colloquially used. Colloquially means मतलब जो हम usually the words that we use in our general routine. If you see here, we have these two boxes. ठीक हो गया. In the first box, we have long words, and long words are usually the words that are not commonly used. For example, if I say that I am well cognizant of the situation, and then if I say that I am well aware or I know well the situation, which one is better?
Short
Use
word.
now is the better.
Well, you see, cognizant is now a word that usually people, but some people know this word because this is not a commonly used word. ठीक है? Knowing या know is a very very commonly used word. मतलब even layman जो है, मतलब आपके जो है बहुत सारे इस तरह की वर्ड्स हैं जो वो भी इस्तेमाल कर रहे होते हैं, ठीक है. नो इज वन ऑफ दोज वर्ड्स. देन लेट्स सपोज that I wish you best of luck on many of your upcoming endeavors, or you must endeavor to achieve success. Or let's suppose on the other hand I say you must try to achieve success. So which one is more simple? Definitely the second one is, because it has very commonly used word is being used here again, ठीक है. इसी तरह ये morbidity है तो इसको death में कर दिया. Terminate, तो है terminate is also now very commonly used. And now one thing is that we try to use words that are more commonly in practice as compared to the words that are not much common in practice. Secondly, definitely the words that are more common in practice are the words that are short words or words that have less syllable. Now, do you people understand this idea of syllable? What a syllable is? Anyone raise hands. What is this idea of of a syllable, or what a syllable is? Yes, Laiba.
मैम जो हम लोग एक वर्ड होता है उसके अंदर लाइक हम लोग जैसे ब्यूटीफुल है तो उसके अंदर कितने सिलेबल्स आएंगे, कितनी लाइक एक साउंड जो आती है जैसे ब्यूटीफुल तो इसके अंदर 3 सिलेबल्स होंगे.
ठीक हो गया, सही है. गुड लाइबा. यस उस्मान खान. अच्छा, उस्मान ने हैंड रेज किया था, जब इसका नाम लिया तो भाग गया. ठीक है. यस सैयद अमारुल हसन. यस अमार. हेलो अमार, आर यू ट्रैवलिंग? म्यूट है. ठीक है अमार, जो भी आप कह रहे थे सही, एक्सेप्टेड. Don't unmute your mic again. Okay, so yes, as Laiba has yes, Isha Amar, mute your mic.
इसाक अली है मैम. नेम
जी यस इसहाक.
मैम ये सिलेबल वर्ड के मीन्स है साउंड. एक वर्ड में कितनी साउंड्स आते हैं उसको कहते हैं.
ठीक है. इस ओके, गुड इसहाक. ठीक है, all of you can lower your hands. Thank you. Good, shabash. Okay, so yes, as Laiba and Ishaq have very correctly pointed out, that basically when we talk about a syllable, while pronouncing a word, a single word, as many sounds as we break that particular word into, ठीक है, that is going to that they are going to be the syllables for that word. For example, syllable itself has 2 syllables. ठीक हो गया. So definitely now short words, definitely they are going to less syllables, and as compared to now no, cognizant, definitely it is 3 syllable, no is 1 syllable. So use simple words. If you want to remember it in this particular way, then you can remember it in this way, that we use words with less syllables when we are trying to use simple short words. Or another simple way to keep this thing in mind is that we use words that are much commonly used, or words that people are more aware of. ठीक हो गया. Then second is that how can we avoid
वर्ड सिलेबल के 3 सिलेबल क्यों होंगे?
किसके?
सिलेबल के
किस तरह से अमार? चलो फिर अमार करना शुरू हो गया. यस अमार, हाउ अमार म्यूट योर माइक. मेरी सारी आवाज मुझे वापस आ रही है.
मैंने पूछा है
जी, मैं आपसे यही पूछ रही हूँ कि सिलेबल के आपके ख्याल में किस तरह से 3 सिलेबल होंगे, बताएं मुझे.
सेल, ले और बल सिलेबल.
मेरा ख्याल है our syllable has 2 syllables. If you want to have 3 syllables for your syllable, then you can have 3 syllables. Shariar? Shariar, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Shariar, can you kindly text or call Ammar and tell him to stop unmuting his mic?
Okay, ma'am.
रिक्शे पे ये बैठा हुआ, ये पता नहीं कहाँ, ये पता नहीं क्या, ये आंधी तूफान में बैठ के क्लास है, इसको कॉल या मैसेज कर सके कि अब माइक ना अपना ये करे अनम्यूट, अदरवाइज आई एम गोइंग टू म्यूट ऑल क्लास.
मैं करता हूँ.
Okay. The second point is that how conciseness can be achieved. Definitely another point is that we achieve conciseness through short sentences. Well, this is something that we have been taught since our school and college days, that never write long sentences, because whenever we write long sentences, there are usually such issues that either we will turn our sentence into a run-on sentence, or it will become a dangler, or it's so forth. So it is always safe, or it is always better to write short sentences. Well, now if you see here this particular sentence, if on your screens, let me increase the font size. Here we have, in order to successfully accomplish their job functions, comma, the team has been needing more workspace for some time now. Now, this is a particular sentence that is conveying us some information, and then if you see this second sentence that has that they have rewritten, this simply says the team needs more workspace to do its jobs. So basically, both the sentences, they are conveying same sense. The definitely one is taking more space, and definitely it will require more time from its audience or reader to read and understand as compared to the second sentence. So it is always better to write in short sentences, but this is something that is not though actually always possible, because we can't write short sentences. Then a better option in that particular situation is to use punctuation. Okay, to properly to basically, if you properly punctuate your sentence, then it is much easier for the reader to understand whatsoever it is that you are saying, instead of writing a long sentence without punctuating it. ठीक हो गया? But this is something that depends upon style of individuals as well. Some people, they tend to write long sentences, or some people tend to use more words in order to convey whatsoever it is that they want to convey, whereas some people, they use really short sentences, or they are able to rather communicate their point of view in very few words. So I guess this is something that is subjective as well. Then you are supposed to avoid redundancy as well. Redundancy is basically repetition. Now you might have noticed this particular something, or you might have noticed this particular point, that usually when we are speaking, there is a lot of redundancy or repetition. एक तो repetition वो होती है that just a second. Okay, so when we talk about redundancy, एक तो redundancy वो है when we are basically repeating same idea again and again, or when we are repeating same information again and again. But then comes the other idea, that when we, even in a single sentence, we are repeating some points. For example, if you see here these sentences, we collaborated together. Now we collaborated and then together, basically there is redundancy in this very sentence itself. Collaboration is supposed to be done together. ठीक हो गया? So it is simply going to be, we collaborated on the project. Then the next is, this is a brand new innovation. Again, innovation is supposed to be something that is new. ठीक हो गया? Then the other alternative is to eat or to have soup. Now alternative already means something that is available as like there is something, and then there is an alternative to that particular point. So such redundancy, and if one of the tasks maybe that you can do is for today or maybe for next 2 days is that try to identify redundancy patterns in our daily conversation. Can you think of any redundancy patterns right now?
Yes, ma'am. Can I tell?
शुक्र है अमार, आपकी आवाज़ बेहतर हुई है जी, बताएं।
Thank you. Ma'am, for example, if I ask someone that I'm coming back from home, then I am making redundancy here. For example, I'm asking him that I am coming or back from home. So there might be a redundancy. And one more example is कि हम कह सकते हैं कि जब back भी यूज कर रहे हो एक ही सेंटेंस में, और इसके अलावा फ्रॉम होम बैक फ्रॉम होम, तो इस तरह से रिडंडेंसी, दो अल्फाज हम अगर यूज कर रहे हैं जिनका सेम ही मीनिंग है, तो वहाँ पे हम रिडंडेंसी कर रहे होते हैं। इसकी रिडंडेंसी की एग्जांपल्स बहुत सारी वो एफएससी की इंग्लिश में भी पढ़ी थी हमने।
ठीक है, then maybe ठीक है, okay. Anyone else?
मैं
Any examples?
घर से बैठ के क्लास ले रहा हूँ, मैं रक्शे पे नहीं था।
अच्छा जी, ठीक है, ओके अमार, थैंक यू। आपकी लेकिन फिर शायद आपके माइक का कोई इशू था, क्योंकि मुझे अपनी आवाज़ वापस आ रही थी बार बार जब आप
मैम
माइक
वो
अनम्यूट कर
टेक्निकल
रहे
इशू
थे।
था, इस वजह से।
ठीक है जी, ओके, थैंक यू। Okay,
Thank you.
any other examples, or are you people clear on the idea of redundancy, right? Okay, then the next point is that again, to achieve conciseness, we avoid prepositional phrases. Definitely prepositional phrases, phrase that begins with preposition is obviously supposed to be a prepositional phrase, and definitely when we use prepositional phrases, the sentence is going to be lengthier. So in order to reduce the length of our sentence, we avoid prepositional phrases. For example, here if you see he drove at a rapid rate, then it is going to be simply rapidly, or I'll see you in the near future, I'll see you soon, or so on and so forth. Then when it comes to active and passive voice, usually we say that if you want to induce conciseness into your writings, it is better that you prefer active voice as compared to passive voice. Well, the reason being, number one, passive voice sentences are a bit lengthier as compared to active voice sentences. You might have noticed this something yourself as well. And secondly, again, what some people feel is that uh, passive voice sentences, they are basically active voice are more clear as compared to passive voice. But what I feel is that mainly we prefer active voice sentences because the sentences are much concise and brief as compared to passive voice. Then it comes to accessible document design. This is something that I value a lot, and I want you people to make your documents much more accessible. When we say a document is accessible, what it means? Well, if you see the screen right now, and if you see here this particular information that is given here in the dialog box, ठीक हो गया, and then if you see this particular information present here in this particular box where they have arranged it in this particular order. Now what do you think that if you were given this particular information in information in this format, that is regarding part number flam flam flam, we received this many units of this particular item, and they were rejected for, and same information pattern continues. What do you feel that this particular information in this particular way is more accessible for you as audience or readers, or do you think that the very similar information presented in this form is more accessible? What do you think? Which one is more accessible? Which
table.
Yes, information that has been presented in the form of this chart here, ठीक है, definitely it is much more accessible, and this is basically what accessible document design is all about. ठीक हो गया. Whenever we present information in the form of graphs or tables or figures or charts, when we provide these white spaces, margins, जो आपके paragraphs के अंदर spacing आती है, ठीक हो गया, आपके पेज के साइड्स पे जब हम मार्जिन करते हैं, मार्जिन देते हैं, when you bold face your text, ठीक है, in order to highlight some information, when we form headings and subheadings, ठीक है, to divide our text into different sections, when we italicize some information, when we underline some information, or usually when we increase or decrease font size, or when we present our points in the form of bullets, or when we itemize, itemization का मतलब ही numbering करना होता है, when we itemize our points, ठीक हो गया, or maybe sometimes when we change even a font styles, ठीक है. This is all about making a document more and more accessible. मतलब think of it yourself. If I give you some information, let's suppose if I give you 2 pages without any margins, without any paragraphing, without any headings or subheadings or any bullets or so on and so forth, and on other hand maybe I give you 5 pages, but on those 5 pages the text, it has been uh, arranged into paragraphs, headings and subheadings are there, some maybe 1 or 2 visual illustration, maybe some tables or charts are there as well, identifying or highlighting some data, some bullets have been made. Which one it is that you would prefer, 2 pages or 5 pages? मेरी सोई हुई
Ma'am,
क्लास.
five pages.
Yes, 5 pages, because that information is present in the form of accessible document design. That is much easy for us as audience or as readers to understand, and most importantly to retain it in our memory. ठीक हो गया? So this is what accessible document design is all about, and I want you people to exercise this accessibility of your narrative, of your text, even in your exams or in the assignments that you people will be submitting to me. ठीक हो गया? It is all about presentation. Okay, and then we have this audience recognition. Always keep your audience in mind, and then design your narrative. You have to know, you have to understand, or you have to realize that who our audience are going to be. For example, now these particular topics for your debates that you people have chosen, I was looking at those topics, and then I was thinking that some of those topics, they are good, but you have to understand that when you are going to present, I am your audience and your own class fellows are going to be your audience, and I want you people to think on this pattern while preparing your debates, that who your audience are, number one, and how are you going to make these debates relevant or interesting for your audience. Okay, this is something that is very very important, and you have to realize it. ठीक हो गया? Or generically we divide audience into 3 types, that is high tech audience, ठीक हो गया, जिनको, or either we term them as technical audience, then we have non technical audience, and then we have layman audience. High tech or technical audience are the people who belong to the same field as you are, ठीक हो गया, and they understand whatsoever it is that you are trying to tell them. For example, you people are becoming civil engineers, inshallah. So let's suppose if you want to talk about some particular project relevant to civil engineering or relevant to civil field of civil engineering, and you know that your audience is also a civil engineer, okay? So you can use all the technical terms, that something that is termed as technical jargon. You can use technical jargon. You don't need to translate or simplify each and everything for your audience, because you know that you and audience are at parity, and they will understand whatsoever it is that you are trying to communicate. Okay, let's suppose you are a civil engineer, and you are, or rather you have designed something for some particular firm or company, and there maybe you are giving a presentation, or you are supposed to give a presentation to their CEO, okay, for approval. Now imagine that CEO has a major in business, okay. अब उसमें definitely he or she, they won't be able to understand technical jargons related to civil engineering, okay. So definitely in this particular situation, that particular CEO having a major degree in business is your non-technical audience, or as we term it as low-tech audience. Okay, people who are literate, well literate, but people who do not belong to the same field as yours. So definitely you can't use technical jargons with them. You need to simplify things. सही हो गया? And then comes the layman audience, or layman audience are basically people who are usually ये हमारी जो आम आवाम है, people who who can't read or write. ठीक हो गया. So they are also a category when it comes to audience, but definitely that is a category that usually they can't read and they can't write. So if or whenever you are trying to communicate with them, definitely you know what kind of medium it is that you will be using with them, how it is that you are going to make them understand what it is that you want. And definitely you have to realize, or rather you have to see or choose the language accordingly, whichever language it is that they can most conveniently understand. Okay, and then the last point is accuracy. Well, accuracy of your document is very important. You have to see that first of all in accuracy comes the accuracy of language. आपका expression तो incorrect नहीं है, spelling mistakes तो नहीं की आपने, so on and so forth. But definitely this is something that it takes time, and slowly when you are into writing or definitely communicating, slowly you realize that what are the kind of mistakes that you commit, and then slowly you start working on them, and this whole particular process goes on. Okay, are we clear on these points? I will make a document and I will share these points with you people. I just wanted you people to have some idea of what particular points we should keep in mind while we are trying to communicate through a verbal narrative or through a written narrative. So basically, what is it? It is clarity, it is conciseness. We will avoid, what else? The document must be accessible, the document must be accurate, and we must consider or focus on the type of our audience. Are we clear till here? If anyone has any questions, yes, Amar. Yes, Amar.
Ma'am, in Pakistan we usually have two types of customers, और ये कह सकते हैं कि हम दो तरह के लोग हैं. कुछ लोग यानी कि ब्रिटन इंग्लिश को फॉलो करते हैं, कुछ अमेरिकन को, और इसी तरह और भी बहुत सारे कंट्रीज में. तो अगर हमारी ऑडियंस जो है उनमें दोनों तरह के लोग हैं, यानी कि जो दोनों तरह की इंग्लिश को फॉलो कर रहे हैं, तो हमें कौन से मतलब क्या करना चाहिए उस वक्त?
इसमें अमार मेरा नहीं ख्याल कि we can do much, ठीक है, because first of all yes there are two types of English, और उसमें जब हम difference देखते हैं तो the main difference first of all lies in accent, ठीक है. Now since we are Pakistanis and we discussed this something in our last class as well, that we are South Asians, we are Pakistanis and we have this own accent of ours, ठीक है. Very few of us, maybe we have one or two in this class who might have an accent, a British or an American, but usually very few people have a British accent. तो वैसे it is very rare, though it is really really good, ठीक है, लेकिन very few people have British accent. और generically
मैटर ऑफ स्पेलिंग कम्स, एक्सेंट तो ठीक है, वो तो हम कर लेंगे, मतलब एक्सेंट तो हमारा अलग है, लेकिन स्पेलिंग्स तो जब हमने
स्पेलिंग्स की जहाँ तक बात है, स्पेलिंग्स जो है वो
राइटिंग करनी है, प्रेजेंटेशन स्पेलिंग्स का तो ख्याल रखना है ना.
There are few words for which spellings differ, ठीक है, and generically no one is going to term your spellings wrong, ठीक है. Usually the spellings that we follow here at Pakistan, they are British spellings, ठीक है. अच्छा Amar, how do you spell color?
मैम COLOUR, वैसे तो हमने थ्रू आउट पढ़ा है, लेकिन COLOR भी कहीं कहीं पे देखा है.
हाँ जी, बेसिकली आपका ये जो वर्ड पे जब आप टाइप कर रहे हैं तो यहाँ पे कुछ वर्ड्स आपने नोट किया होगा कि वी स्पेल देम करेक्टली, बट स्टिल वर्ड शोज दैट द स्पेलिंग्स आर इनकरेक्ट, ठीक है. हाँ जी, बेसिकली वर्ड फॉलोज स्पेलिंग अमेरिकन स्पेलिंग्स, ठीक है, लेकिन आई एम सॉरी, सिंस वी आर अ कॉमनवेल्थ कंट्री, और वैसे भी आई लाइक ब्रिटिश मोर, सो ओके वी फॉलो ब्रिटिश एंड जेनेरिकली, जोक्स अपार्ट, since our schooling we follow British English, ठीक है. So I guess British English it is. Or other than that, no one is going to term your spellings wrong. Like we say it is schedule, and then there are some people who will say schedule. और दोनों ठीक है.
Yes,
गलत एक में सही है. तो I don't think it basically makes much difference. और spellings जो है वो कोई no one is going to, हाँ लेकिन एक चीज़ का ख्याल रखें, there should be uniformity, ठीक है. If you are following British spellings, then try to follow British spellings. If you are following American spell, ये नहीं है कि पहले ऊपर आपने COLOR लिखा हुआ है, नीचे आके आपने COLOUR लिख दिया. अगर ठीक है, ये even this is not wrong, ठीक है. You see, spellings are correct. Both the spellings are correct, but still, what I feel is that there should be some kind of uniformity. ठीक है, आधा तीतर आधा बटे ना बनाए, बाकी कोई फर्क नहीं है इसमें. और to be honest, in Pakistan, who knows that which English you are following? For us, it is just English. Is मतलब ठीक है, it is a foreign language that we have learned to communicate, nothing else.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. So now coming towards today's topic, we are going to discuss memo writing, and after this we are going to have a listening session. ठीक हो गया? Or from our next class we will have debates, and we can have a reading session as well today if you people don't mind. Laiba, what do you say?
Ma'am, why would I mind?
चले, good, thank you. हम आपकी तरफ से अब हाँ ही समझेंगे. चले, okay. First of all, let's focus on memo. Well, memo is basically a short form for memorandum. What is a memo? Well, memos are usually used to convey or communicate information, usually within a particular organization or within a particular department. Whatsoever kind of informal information circulates within a department or within an organization, that is done through memos. ठीक हो गया. Now the topic of memo, there can be multiple topics. Memos can be used to convey, for example, information about meetings that will be conducted, any changes in meeting time or place, or any kind of, let's suppose if there are 5 to 6 people working at a particular place and they want to float some idea, maybe among themselves or maybe to their boss. Basically, a memo is something, or memorandum is something, or rather it is a kind of a semi-formal, or some people term it as informal. I don't think memo is informal, but it's kind of semi-formal document, which is usually used abroad. ठीक है. In Pakistan we have, just a second, I have to take this call, just a second. Okay, class, sorry. I am back. Do we have any boarders, लड़कियां जो हॉस्टल में आयशा हॉल की स्टूडेंट्स कोई हैं इस क्लास में इस टाइम?
Yes, ma'am.
अच्छा, have you people
Yes,
been
ma'am.
okay, ठीक है. Have you people been asked to pay your mess bills?
Not now, ma'am.
अच्छा, अभी नहीं कहा. पहले एक बार कहा था, दोबारा तो नहीं कहा.
No, मैम, वो आई गेस शमसा बाजी हैं, उनसे बात हुई थी तो उन्होंने बस डिटेल शेयर करती थी और उसके अलावा उन्होंने नहीं कहा. वो कहती थी जब आप लोग वापस आओगे तभी आपसे मतलब पे करना आपने.
ठीक है. अच्छा, उसमें ये था कि अरफा यू कांटेक्ट हर वंस और बस गेट आपने जो मेस बिल्स हैं उन्हें क्या आपको बता दें और आपने कुछ पहले से अगर कुछ पे किया है तो वो उनके साथ इंफॉर्मेशन शेयर कर लें. ठीक है.
Yes, ma'am, she already shared the document, the modified document.
चलें, ठीक है. बस कन्वे दिस टू योर सेशन एज वेल. कोई मतलब जिनकी कोई पेंडिंग है या जो भी, तो वो जस्ट मतलब दे शुड नो. ठीक है. और अगर उन्होंने कोई पहले से पे किए हैं तो वो भी ताकि वो बता दें ताकि बाद में किसी किस्म की कंफ्यूजन ना हो.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. ठीक है. Okay, thank you. Okay, so back to the memorandum. So yes, memos they are usually not used much here in Pakistan, particularly in public sector, because here we have so much hierarchy that when you are when you are writing to some senior of yours, you are supposed to send them an application maybe usually, and other than that they have this trend of sending these notices or notifications. Okay? Memo is something that is more what you can say friendly kind of or more kind of you can say it is friendly कह लें या इसको ये कि a communication on parity maybe you can term it. ठीक हो गया. So now when it comes to the format of memo, here you can just a second. Okay, here you can see these particular three formats. If you first of all focus on this memo format 1, ignore the poor condition of my book. This is how a book looks like when you have taught from it for so many years. So first of all, if you see here, we have this 2cc from subject. What are they? Basically, they are memo heads. To colon definitely to whomsoever we are going to send the memo, we are going to write name of that person or those people. Then cc. Okay, cc stands for class
Carbon copy.
Carbon copy.
ठीक है, good. And what function this carbon copy, this cc serves in email? You might have noticed that whenever we are sending an email, there is always an option that says add cc or bcc. What function this cc performs?
And that if you want to send the mail to another person other
Okay.
than
Yes, Usman.
Yes, ma'am. If we are sending an email, for example, to the CEO or any executive, and if we want to share it with another official personnel, so we mention his name in the CC so that he would be able to see the mail as well.
ठीक हो गया Muhammad Usman. But Usman, don't you think that if we want to send that email to some other person, we can also add them in the recipient list? Why CC them? Email ही भेजनी है ना, CC क्यों करें?
I'm not sure, ma'am.
चलें, ठीक है. Anyone
मैम
else?
क्योंकि मैम उनके पास फिर जो वो बंदा रिप्लाई करता है उसका रिप्लाई भी जाता है लाइक उनके पास जो सारी जो कॉन्वर्जेशन हो रही होती है ना, जो रेसिपिएंट और जो सेंडर होता है, इट्स इन देयर मेल.
But don't you think, Laiba, that let's suppose if I have sent an email to you and I have CC'd that email to Arfa, and later if you reply me and if you don't reply all, तो फिर आपका reply तो मेरे पास ही आएगा, अरफा के पास तो नहीं जाएगा. फिर मुझे क्या फायदा हुआ इसको CC में रखने का?
मैम CC में रख के रिप्लाई जाता है मेरे ख्याल से.
नहीं, if you reply all then it goes. अगर सिर्फ simply आप reply करेंगे तो फिर नहीं जाता.
अच्छा, हम तो अपनी सिर्फ मैम्स को CC में रखते थे, बाकी मुझे नहीं याद.
चलें, कोई बात नहीं. वैसे आप मैम को क्यों रखती थी CC में?
मैम इवेंट्स होते थे तो फिर वो कहती थी मुझे CC में मेरा नाम डाल देना, जो जितने भी इनवाइट्स वगैरह भेजते थे, दैट्स व्हाई उनको प्रेसिडेंट.
ठीक है, जबरदस्त, वेरी गुड. आपकी मैम जो आपको कहती थी इसी बात में जवाब है मेरे सवाल का.
मैम उन्होंने एक ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट देखनी होती होगी.
ठीक है. अच्छा उसमें basically good Laiba, shabash. So the basically point is that whenever we are sharing some information to someone through email, or you people might have seen this if you have ever seen, और अभी भी आपकी जो ऑफिशियल नोटिफिकेशंस वगैरह यूनिवर्सिटी की तरफ से आते हैं या अगर टाइम टेबल आपके साथ शेयर होता है तो काइंडली उस पर ध्यान से देखिएगा. देयर यूजुअली wherever there is टाइम टेबल और नीचे छोटा सा एक लिखा हुआ होता है कॉपी टू, or for example if there is timetable then copy to chairman civil engineering department, copy to all the concerned teachers, or copy to maybe the academic cell. ठीक हो गया. Basically some information is CC'd to a particular person. That particular person is not directly related to or involved in a particular situation. ठीक है, they are not the primary recipients, but they can become involved if or when need be. For example, as just Laiba has told us that whenever they sent invites, the teacher asked them to place her email address in CC, which meant that definitely they were inviting someone else, but teacher was supposed to stay in loop. Let's suppose at the particular event that guest did not come, or let's suppose if they simply said that we didn't get invite. Now since the teacher was there in CC, she knows that who are the people who have been or who had been rather sent invitation, and people who received invitation, or so on and so forth. So CC, in particular this CC, that is carbon copy, those people are added, people who are not primary recipients, people who are not directly involved in a particular situation, but people who can or will become involved if or when need be. For example, usually whenever there is some information that your department, that the department communicates to the teacher. For example, when किस तरह से समझाऊं? Are you people clear on this idea, or I need to provide some more example?
Yes ma'am, it's clear.
Yes ma'am, explain. Okay, let's suppose I give you, जी समझ आ गई मुझे, explain कर दें, इसका यही है. Come on, I do understand it's the English. Let's suppose if I give you an assignment and the deadline for that particular assignment is, let's suppose 30th of March. Now I send you an email, okay, and I CC that email to your session in charge. Let's suppose your session in charge is Mohammed Salim, someone, okay. Let's suppose, and I CC that email regarding deadline to your session in charge as well. ठीक हो गया. Now session in charge has no reason to receive that information because I am the course teacher, you people are students, you are supposed to submit that as a particular assignment or a project to me. I am going to evaluate it. ठीक है. Let's suppose, and there is no supposition, this is something that always happens, that the due date has passed and many of you have not submitted their assignment or task or project. ठीक हो गया. Now I say that the due date has passed and I am not going to accept any assignments after the due date. अब उसमें ये कि let's suppose and again this is not a supposition, students start hue and cry कि नहीं हमारी तो assignment ले लें, कहेगा मेरा ये मसला हुआ है, कहेगा मेरा वो मसला हो गया था, so on and so forth. Let's suppose if I say that no, I am not going to accept, and definitely your grades are going to suffer. Now what happens is that maybe you people and go to your session in charge and you ask them that this particular teacher is not listening to us, what can we do? Now the session in charge becomes relevant in this particular situation. ठीक हो गया. But since session in charge will have already the information that I sent to him via CC, ठीक है, so he is in the loop, ठीक है, but definitely he wasn't relevant initially, he only became relevant in a particular situation. ठीक हो गया. So this is the idea of Raja Usman Khan. Gucci. Okay. So this is the idea of adding emails in CC. ठीक हो गया. CC people who receive email in CC, they are the secondary recipients, people who are not directly involved in a situation, but people who can or will become involved if need be. ठीक हो गया. उन लोगों को हम CC भेजते हैं, हम इसलिए नहीं भेजते CC के. हसन, मतलब what is it with you people? हसन अख्तर. You idiot. मतलब seriously, I am going to mute you people for good. अब मुझे समझ आइए टीचर्स क्यों म्यूट कर देते हैं। मतलब क्या मतलब है बार बार माइक अनम्यूट करने का? अगर आपको अम्मी से डांट पड़ रही है या अगर आप पीछे बैठ के गाने सुन रहे हैं तो मुझे क्यों सुना रहे हैं? I am not interested. I have my own अम्मी for scolding me. Okay. अब जिसका माइक हुआ ना अनम्यूट, उसको मैं एब्सेंट मार्क कर दूंगी विदाउट अ रीजन, अगर अनम्यूट किया आपने माइक और इस तरह की यूजलेस जो है ना वो मुझे शोर सुनने को मिला, ठीक है, दैट पर्सन ही और शी विल बी मार्क्ड एब्सेंट। अब करो माइक अनम्यूट, शाबाश। ये हसन अख्तर का क्या है रोल नंबर? ये 29 तो है एब्सेंट आज, और रोल नंबर 5 भी। ओके, so this is the main idea of adding CC. Kindly never say that when we are sending an email to someone और किसी और को हमने करनी है तो हम CC में करेंगे. CC is there always for secondary recipients. Okay, then we have this memo head of from, and next to from we definitely write the name of the person whomsoever is sending the memo. Then we have subject of the memo, definitely whatsoever is the topic of that particular memo, and then here if you see date is on the right corner of the page. Date is not a memo head. Then here if you see the second format of a memo, here you can see we have date as a memo head, we have to, from and subject. Okay, we have no CC, and date has been converted into a memo head, and definitely next to from we provide signature, person whomsoever is sending, or in some cases person who has written and is sending the memo. Then, मतलब अखीर ही हो गई है। महानूर 167, मुझे ये बताएं कि मतलब हाउ एक्सीडेंटली योर माइक गेट्स अनम्यूटेड, किस तरह? मेरा तो नहीं होता कभी अनम्यूट इस तरह, आपका कैसे कैसे आपका अनम्यूट हो जाता है माइक? क्या ये कोई मतलब बटन है जो गलती से प्रेस हो जाता है? कैसे कैसे आपका माइक हो जाता है अनम्यूट ऐसे?
जब बैग जाते हैं तो
सॉरी
हो जाता
मैम,
है।
थी तो दोबारा ज्वाइन की तो माइक अनम्यूट था।
Yeah, when you people join meeting, Teams automatically mutes your mic because it tells you that there are this many number of people already present in meeting, so your mic is being muted. Come on, इस तरह होता है या नहीं होता? या क्या ये मेरी जो टीम्स है वही म्यूट कर देती है मेरा माइक मीटिंग ज्वाइन करते हुए when there are already people present in a meeting?
मैम हर न्यू मीटिंग से पहले ऐसा आता है कि अनम्यूट होता है, लेकिन मीटिंग में आप आने से पहले आप अनम्यूट करके आ सकते हैं, ये ऑप्शन वहाँ पे गिवन होता है।
जी जी, यस तलब, बाय डिफॉल्ट इट इज म्यूटेड। आप अनम्यूट करते हैं तो होता है, क्योंकि इट शोज यू दैट दिस मैनी, फॉर एग्जांपल वी हैव 170 पीपल। जब आप ज्वाइन करेंगे तो आपको बताएगा कि 170 लोग जो हैं उस टाइम मौजूद हैं मीटिंग के अंदर, हेंस योर माइक इज बीइंग म्यूटेड। आप अनम्यूट करेंगे तो वो अनम्यूट करेगा आपके लिए। After 5 and 29, welcome to being marked absent today, 167. Okay, and then we have this third format of memo, that is to, from, and then we have subject. ठीक हो गया? Simply 3 memo heads we have, and again if you notice here, date is no more a memo head. ठीक है? It has been shifted to the right corner of the page. ठीक है? So these particular, this to, from, subject और CC, ये सारे जो हैं ये memo heads हैं हमारे। ठीक हो गया? अच्छा, by the way, just a question. If CC is carbon copy, then you might have noticed that there is this option of BCC as well. What does BCC stand for?
Black carbon copy.
Carbon copy.
Sorry? दोबारा
Black
बताएंगे?
carbon copy.
Black
Black
carbon
carbon
copy.
copy.
अच्छा जी. And what function BCC serves?
मैम एक्चुअली ये कोई भी लेटर है तो ये मल्टीपल रेसिपिएंट्स को सेंड होता है, लेकिन उनको पता नहीं चलता कि लेटर किस किस को सेंड हुआ है।
अच्छा जी, मल्टीपल रिसिपिएंट्स को तो अगर हमने सेंड करना है तो वो तो हम जैसे एज वी डिस्कस्ड वी कैन ऐड देयर एड्रेसेस इन द रिसिपिएंट लिस्ट और वी कैन सीसी देम। व्हाई बीसीसी?
मैम ताकि प्राइमरी जो रेसिपिएंट है उसको ना पता चले कि किस किस को आगे फॉरवर्ड, मतलब उसको सेकेंडरी रेसिपिएंट्स कौन कौन से हैं।
हाँ जी, ठीक है, गुड, शाबाश। Basically BCC is this blind carbon copy, ठीक है, and whenever we let's suppose if I am sending an email to Laiba and Arfa and I don't want let's suppose Arfa, Laiba and Arfa to know that I am sharing the same information with Usman, but on the same time I want Usman to know that this such information has been shared with Laiba and Arfa. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add Usman's email ID in under BCC, that is blind carbon copy. Person who receives the email under blind carbon copy can see the primary and the secondary recipients. Primary recipients जिनको email की गई है, secondary recipients कौन है? जिनको CC की गई है email, ठीक हो गया। But primary and secondary recipients can't see that to whom this email has been BCC'd, ठीक हो गया, because it is because definitely there is reason why it is termed as blind carbon copy, ठीक हो गया। खैर इट वाज जस्ट अ पासिंग रिमार्क, अगर याद रखें तो अच्छी बात है, गुड फॉर यू, नहीं भी याद रखते तो कोई मसला नहीं है। ओके, देन वी हैव दिस सैंपल मेमो हियर। इसको जरा ध्यान से देखें बिकॉज आफ्टर दिस आई वांट यू पीपल टू राइट अ मेमो फॉर मी टुडे एंड सबमिट इट। First of all, you are supposed to write in the very first line of the memo should state the purpose of the memo, ठीक हो गया। Then you can establish credibility of the writer. Well, as for establishing credibility of the writer is concerned, this is something that you can establish here in the text as well, or sometimes you do not need to state credibility here in text of the memo. What you can do is that simply when you will state from, जहाँ पे आप अपना नाम लिखेंगे वहाँ पे next you can write your designation as well and provide signatures. That is also good enough as far credibility of the writer is concerned. Then definitely if the memo is being written on a short topic, for example, if you are supposed to write a memo to tell about change in a meeting venue, you can simply write that it is to inform you all that the venue of a meeting for security committee has been changed. Now the meeting shall take place at, for example, conference hall A, building number 2 at 10:30 a.m. Okay? That is all. That is going to be the text for such kind of memo. But definitely memos can be lengthy as well depending upon the topic. So in that particular situation you are supposed to provide data, and definitely sometimes again it will depend upon the topic of the memo. If you are, for example, recommending something or if you are suggesting something through a memo to your colleagues, then definitely you will mention the criteria on the basis of which you are recommending that particular change to your colleagues. ठीक हो गया, उसमें in that situation definitely you will mention the criteria as well. For example, here the criteria is cost, energy efficiency, rating, design features, etc. But definitely the length of the memo is directly related to the subject of the memo. ठीक है, at this particular stage. Okay, and yes, definitely let's suppose if whenever we circulate some kind of reports within the department, it is always memo that accompanies the report within the department or within an organization. Okay? However, when we send that report to some other department or to some other organization, then it is the letter that will accompany. So definitely in that case also your memo will be somewhat lengthier, where you will state the basic purpose that hereby you are sharing this report, or this report was, let's suppose, drafted or compiled by Mr. ABC, and hereby the report is being circulated within the department to share maybe awareness and seek feedback, and the main criteria for this particular report were these इस तरह करके, then your memo can be a bit lengthier. ठीक हो गया? Any questions Then there are 2 points. What some people do is that they do not provide their signatures next to from. They simply provide these memo heads. Then they provide text of the letter, and then sorry, text of the memo, and when after where the text of the memo ends, I'm sorry, there they provide their signature. ठीक है, towards the end. And another option is this, that people provide their signature right next to their name. I'm sorry. So you people are free to choose whichever way you like more, wherever you feel like you should provide your signature. I leave it up to your subjective choice. Any questions still here? Sorry. Any questions still here?
No, ma'am.
चले, खामोशी का मतलब मैं ये समझूंगी कोई सवाल नहीं है. Good. Okay. Now what we are going to do is that I am going to assign you people this particular quiz. It is not a quiz. I have drafted it as a quiz. और इसके marks होंगे, लेकिन you have to understand it कि I am not going to use these marks anywhere. This is just this was just क्या उसे कहते हैं,
exercise.
मतलब it is just एक मिनट यार रुको. Yes, it is just a drill, मतलब just a practice exercise. Thank you. ये मार्क्स से आपने परेशान नहीं होना. आधा टेस्ट जो है वो हम करेंगे इस पे गूगल कह रही हूँ, इस पे टीम्स का जो फॉर्म सा है पोर्टल उस पे, और बाकी जो द रिमेनिंग लिसनिंग टेस्ट वी विल डू इन अदर वे, एंड देन यू पीपल कैन लेट मी नो दैट विच वन you found more convenient. तो फिर आगे से जो टेस्ट है विच एवर फॉर्म यू विल चूज, तो नेक्स्ट जो आगे जो हमारी ड्रिल है फिर हम उसी फॉर्म में किया करेंगे. Just a second, let me assign it to you people. Okay, I'm going to mute my mic for around 5 minutes. ठीक है, let me assign this. You people can have this 5-minute break उसमें if you want to do anything. ठीक है, और उसके बाद I will tell you people when to start, और I'm going to share an audio